I was born and raised in California. My dad is from Cali, Colombia, and my mom is from the United States, from California. I was born and raised by my parents. My dad telling me that our bloodline, our last name was Warriors, Colombian Warriors, and I fed off that. And as I grew up, it helped drive me to anything I wanted to succeed in. And when I got into mixed martial arts, I started training hard and made it to the UFC, and fans could expect exciting fights, full of passion, full of excitement, and they'll always want to watch my fights. As I grew up, just doing in school, I got in some fights. Just happens. I would never look for contact, but it just happened. And then growing up, I played football. I played football, and then for 6 years. And then as I got into high school, I played American football, and did that through high school. Had some college offers to go play. Decided to stop football and start training MMA. And I started training in Thief River Falls, Minnesota. It's a small town, out of a garage with some local fighters. I had one amateur fight, I won a decision, and then I went pro and fought at 205 for 2 fights, and then 185, and then I moved to Phoenix, Arizona, to the MMA lab, and continued my way down to 170, and then 155, and now I'm back at 170. I started fighting, I went pro, started winning fights. I lost 2, but went on a winning streak, and all my fights were finishes. I had 1 decision and 1 submission. All of the rest were KO or TKO. And then I got the call. I was on a 6-fight winning streak. When I got the UFC call, they called me knowing that I finished fights. They liked that, and so they called me up for a short notice fight, and I said yes. The MMA Lab is the best gym in the world. We have top trainers. John Crouch teaches our jiu-jitsu there for the elite team, for regular people coming in. He's also the head coach of the elite team, so he comes up with the strategies and runs the practices. We also had Eddie Cha, who's our striking coach, and he runs the elite practices and also teaches normal everyday practices, but he comes up with our striking programs and elite striking. Also Hanshi Nico, and he also helps with the striking, bringing different elements to the striking program. The teammates that I have there, the training partners at the elite level, we have tons of UFC fighters in the gym, also soon to be UFC fighters, a lot of up and coming guys who are breaking onto the scene. Benson Henderson, Michael Della Torre, David Bulldog Machad, a lot of guys. I prefer to strike. I prefer to keep the fight on the feet. It's exciting, the fans love it. I love it, but if it goes to the ground, I'm good there too. It's just a lot of people don't see me down there because I like to stand on the feet and bang. Yeah, my last fight was great. I felt great going into the fight. I knew I was going to be underestimated. I knew people thought I was going to lose. I was a 5-1 underdog. I love it. I'll take that every day. I went in there and I show people, and that's what I'm there to do every time. I know it's growing. I know it's getting bigger. It's getting more popular. I hope to shed some light on it and bring the sport to more, so people understand it more and enjoy the sport. I know the fighters are tough. We have one in the UFC, Freddie Serrano in the UFC. I know him, I follow him. Yeah, the most important thing is being consistent. Being consistent in your training, be consistent coming in the gym every day, be consistent getting in jiu-jitsu class, striking class. That's the key to success, is being consistent, constantly learning. The more consistent you are, the better you're gonna be, and the better you're gonna be in your fights and be able to win those fights. And when you win those fights, the UFC sees that, and that's the ticket to the UFC. I don't believe everybody needs one. I think it could be a good thing. There's successful people who use it and it helps them. It depends on each person, how they handle situations and how mentally they are. Sometimes that coaching helps them a lot to exceed and to get to the next level. Some people are able to do it without the coaching.